So apparently I forgot that I was not recording, so I actually picked up a little bit of April and put that all over my lid to set my Painterly paint pot. I used a little bit of Abigail and put that all over my crease. And then I picked up a little bit of Caitlin and just kind of put it on top. And now I'm picking up a little bit of Ashley and just focusing that in the outer corner and in the inner corner, as you can see. So today we're going to do a very light, not very harsh halo eye. All of the colors I'm going to be using probably going to be on this palette. So right here I'm going with my 217, and I'm going to go in with Amy now with this Urban Decay brush that came in the electric palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack that in the inner and outer corner. This is the mainly color that I actually want to show. So just go ahead and keep stacking it up, packing it on, sorry. And just making sure that you don't bring anything in the inner corner. You have to in the middle of the eyelid, sorry. That's where our other color is going to go. So just make sure you focus this outside, not inside. So with this color, I had to work a lot to actually just kind of get the intensity I was going for. So as you can see right now, I'm actually going to go in with Corny and just kind of focus that on the inner and outer corner crease, just because I want a little bit more definition on it. So just gonna go ahead and pack it on both eyes. Sorry for my raspy voice. I've been sick, but I had to get this video up, so girl gotta make it work. So I'm actually gonna go in with this Balm palette in that dark brown color, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and intensify it a little bit more. I felt like the Corny color wasn't actually giving me the color payoff that I was actually looking for. Just go ahead and make sure you put it on that outer and inner corner, just on the crease. I don't want to make sure, I don't want to bring that any down. Just want to make sure I kind of just give the little definition there. I'm going and packing up that color again, that Amy color, just because I felt like any other color that I would put on top of it or any blending would kind of get rid of the color. So I'm actually going to go in with Jessica, and this is the color that we're going to use in the middle of our lid. It's a very nice iridescent goldish color. It's very, very beautiful. I mean, all the colors in this palette are very, very beautiful. As you can see, I'm actually just going in little by little, just making sure it's very well blended. I don't want any harsh lines between the Amy color and the Jessica color. So I'm just making sure that as I put on, I blend. As you can see, I'm going back and forth from the two sides of the brush, just to make sure everything blends in very seamlessly. So I'm going here with another coat of the Jessica color. I'll give it nail polish. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that there. I'm trying to get that intensity that when the sun hits you, it's just focusing mainly on that color. So as you can see, packing it on and blending it, I'm putting more of the Amy color like I said. I felt like I had to really work with this color just to get the intensity of it. I should have probably used another color, but I didn't want to be switching palettes for you guys. So going back with that Jessica color, just to make sure the color is intensified as it should be. So yeah, just make sure you guys are blending everything when you're using this. I'm going in with this Estee Lauder in the color Wheat. This is the first time I used this foundation. I recently just bought it. I had been meaning to buy it. But I felt for a reason, as I can see going through the video, it was a little bit lighter than it should have been. I don't know if it was maybe the translucent powder or something, because during on the day it oxidized actually the color of my skin. So, you know, I see what everybody was raving about. This foundation lasted on me for hours and hours, and it didn't go anywhere, it didn't budge, it didn't crease, so I really, really liked it. Going in with the It Cosmetics Bud by Under Eye, and actually just a little bit of this. Just go ahead and place it where you actually have your darkness in your inner corner or outer corner. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. I learned that this is better kind of blended with a brush than with the Beauty Blender, because I feel like the Beauty Blender just kind of moves it around. I am going to use the Beauty Blender here just to kind of set it a little bit more, spread it out. So just make sure you kind of move this really well, just because it could get tacky. I'm going in with my NYX concealer in CW04. Just kind of put those where I want my areas to be highlighted. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. As you can see, the dark circles are not very showing up anymore. I feel like the It Cosmetics product is really good. It kind of cancels out any darkness of it. I really recommend them. I feel like for the price you get a lot of product. Since you only need to use a little bit, you don't need to use a lot, so I feel like it'll last you a long time. I use this on myself and on my clients. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D translucent powder here, and I'm going to go ahead and just bake under my eyes. I always make sure I set my under eyes, just because of course we don't want any creasing, we don't want any kind of lines under eyes. I naturally have lines under my eyes, but I always bring my eyeshadow down so you can't really see them. So I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face. I'm going to use this no name synthetic brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and take off the powder of the areas I don't actually want the powder to sit the longest. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, just make sure that any of the remaining powder is kind of melted in my skin. I just feel like this technique for me works better. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush and kind of take everything off the bottom of my eyes, just making sure everything is well taken care of. And I'm going to go again with my beauty blender and set and melt any of the remaining powder under my eyes. I'm going to go ahead now with Riley and this e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to do the same thing as I did on the top. I'm going to focus that just the outer and inner part, just so it can give the same effect on the top. I want it to mirror as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend it here. I actually went in with Ashley, sorry. I went in with Ashley right here, and I just kind of packed it on top of Riley. As I said, I'm keeping the colors on the same palette. Right here, I'm actually going in with Amy now, and I'm actually, like I said, mirroring what I did on the top. I tried to use the same palette because I feel like it's a little bit more, it's just more convenient instead of going through different palettes. Going in with this 360 brush and just blending everything out. And I'm going to go in with that same Urban Decay brush and that color Jessica, and just popping it in the middle. Of the brushes I didn't mention, everything's going to be listed below, just and linked if I can find them for you. So just go ahead and keep packing it on top. I'm actually trying to get this a little bit more out into the outer sides. I want this color to really pop out. So I'm going to go in back with Amy, just so I can define those outer sides a little bit more. And I'm going again in with the same brush, that e.l.f. brush. So now I'm actually taking this Sigma brush, and I'm actually going in with Courtney. And I'm actually like the same thing on top. I'm deepening up those sides just so I can get more definition and a little bit more of that smoke dyed sense. Just go ahead and put it on, but blend it at the same time. And here I actually picked up more of that Balm color palette, the brown color, and just making sure I can define the sides a little bit more. I'll go ahead and link the palette below. I think I bought it a couple years on Amazon. So here I'm actually packing up a little bit more of Amy. Like I said, I felt like this color I really had to work at it to make sure that it showed up a little bit more, but at the end the results were very beautiful. And as you can see, it's not a lot of work to do something like this. It's very simple. You just kind of have to have the patience to make it work, to blend everything like that, because if you feel your arm is falling out from the blending, make sure you tape it back on. So I'm going to go ahead and take my L'Oreal black eyeliner and just go ahead and tightline my upper one and my lower one. I'm going to go in with Fiona, and this is going to be my brow color. I'm using this MAC brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of keep it very close to the eyebrow. I don't want to bring it too much down since it's already a dramatic look. With shimmer, I don't want to add more shimmer on it. I'm going to go ahead with the same color and put it in the inner corner. Like I've said before, I really like this color because I feel that once you put it on top of another color, it kind of changes colors a little bit, but it's very, very beautiful in that sense. So now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Black Carbon Black Mascara and just add a little bit of mascara, get my eyelashes ready for the falsies. Girl, because you know we cannot go without falsies. I'm going to go ahead with this Beauty 360 brush and my MAC give me sun. As always, just bronze my face and prepare it for the contour part. These brushes are very, very good. I bought them at Walgreens, and girl, let me tell you, $10 for like 5 brushes, and they're freaking good. Go out there and buy them. As you can see, I'm taking more of that brown color, and I'm actually going to take another Beauty 360 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and just put some of that brown eyeshadow on the inner and outer parts, more like an eyeliner kind of sense. I like to do this usually when I'm not going to wear eyeliner, just so I can make sure that the eyelash band hides a little bit better. I just feel it's more convenient, and I didn't want to add any eyeliner to it because I feel like the actual sense of the halo eye was going to be hidden behind the eyeliner, because there's no such thing as thin eyeliner for me, so I might as well not go there. I'm going to go in with my Lorac Pro Contour and that medium shade, like always, and just going to go ahead and contour my face with that brush that comes in the Benefit boxes. I believe this one actually came in the Coralista brush that I have. So just going to go ahead and contour all the sides, hide that baby down there. You already know the struggle and you know the routine of that. Make sure you always blend your contour up, not down. Now I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques blending sponge with some leftover translucent powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I blend the bottom, just so I don't have any bronzer down there. So I just want a very nice clean cut look. I'm going to go in again with that other brush and just make sure that everything is very well blended. There are no harsh edges or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead with MAC Melba blush. And I'm going to go ahead with this Morphe brush and just going to go ahead and add my blush. Just make sure you blend it out. Don't add too much. I like to start at the front and then just work my way back. Going to take my Jouer Cosmetics highlighter and Citrine. As you can see, some of it broke off and part of me died as well. They are so gentle. I don't know what happened, but I died when I saw that it broke. And then I came back to life because I needed to finish my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Urban Decay setting spray. And I'm just going to go ahead and set my whole face. Just because, girl, you know we want to make sure that makeup lasts. We don't care if he's going to take us swimming or not. We want to make sure it doesn't fall off for no one. We got to stunt and slay 24/7. Going to go in with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to finish my eyebrows. I usually like to shape them before I do my makeup, but once I finish my eye makeup, I like to kind of finish them off just because I already know how I want them to look. So I'm just going to go in with this Morphe brush and that Benefit brow box, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish shaping them. I did use my pencil beforehand, so we're just going to go ahead and finish them off. I've gotten better at doing my eyebrows because, girl, I used to do them dramatic, and sister cannot go that way. So as you can see, it's very simple. I'm just going to actually filling in what the foundation and translucent powder took off. So I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Shade and Light brow gel. And we're going to go ahead and just make sure that it stays the whole day. I really like this color because, as you can see, it lightens them up a little bit, so it fits my complexion a little bit better. I'm going to go in with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Cork. I really like this color. It's very nice. It's very I feel like it suits my complexion a lot, and it's kind of more of a twist on the nude lipstick. It's more of that brownish. I feel like it complemented this color a little bit more. As you can see, I went a little ham on overlining my lips, but girl, there's nothing you can't fix with concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Jouer topper, and I will link the color below, and I'm actually just focusing this in the middle of my lips just to add that plumpness to my lips, making sure that they're a little bit more plump than usual. I really like these. I'm not much of a lipstick kind of girl because it has that lipstick lip gloss kind of feeling, but I really liked it. I think it added a little bit of oomph to the lips instead of adding some kind of clear lip gloss. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Thank you again for stopping by and looking at my crazy ass. But have a great day. Enjoy. And if you like to do this, have a good day. Bye-bye.